here's the deal. Everyone has human rights regardless. And in America, when you commit a felony, you give up rights. You give up certain rights. But you still, I mean, you have the Eighth Amendment, which protects against cruel or unusual forms of punishment. Waterboarding would be consistent with that. But at the same time, we get a lot of information out of these guys by torturing them. I don't know. I'm just glad I'm not the one making that decision.
Yes.
Why?
Because certain human rights.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some allow them to have certain freedoms that they shouldn't deserve when they're in prison.
Like what?
Freedom of maybe, I don't know if there's like freedom of movement or something. Shouldn't be able to do that if you're in prison.
Yeah, sure.
Why?
Because they have like a mental illness, so. I'm not sure what that means.
Not really.
Why?
Because I think there's much better ways of handling things than just having a personal loan for the entire time.
I can't imagine that. I just think that's such a horrible thing to be all by yourself. It probably is effective, but drive anybody crazy.
I wouldn't know because I've never been to prison.
I'm not really sure. I would say probably not. I think, the point of a prison's obviously it's a punishment, but I think they could improve them to make it easier for people to get back on the right path.
Probably.
Gosh, I have no idea what the prison circumstances are.
Is torture humane? I think that kind of answers it. In video games and movies, I have seen cases where the villain has a prisoner and they will lie non-stop, leading him on a wild goose chase. I can't imagine that could happen in real life too.
Yeah, because people can be changed.
A criminal usually sometimes will still be a criminal unless they changed from jail or something.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they should. I think everyone, even if they've done something wrong, deserves the right to medical treatment for a disease they have.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna get better just kind of sitting there in jail. They might go back to their old ways, or back, like they might worsen if not continuing.
I hate for anybody to be treated harshly, but I hate for them to... Next question. I don't know!
We're here with Mohamedo Old Slahi. Mohamedo, how are you?
Doing alright today.
Today, why?
Because I get out in 2 years.
So tell us your story. Why are you in prison?
Because I'm suspected on being someone that helped with the terrorist attacks with Al-Qaeda and ISIS in U.S. So I am now trapped in a U.S. prison in Guantanamo Bay in Cuba.
Well, how have you been treated?
Pretty harshly. I've been here in solitary confinement by myself for about 4 months now. You're the first visitor I've seen in 4 months. and they come down here and they beat me and they whip me and they sexually assault me. I can't even explain half the things that they do because they're just so awful.
What are you gonna do when you get out?
I'm gonna go back to my home country in Africa and make sure my family's alive because I've gotten a lot of threats from your U.S. government that they're gonna go and kidnap and kill my family.
Do you think that the U.S. public has an accurate knowledge of what goes on in U.S. prisons?
I do not. I think people think that they're in their jail cell and then they go out, they have lunch or dinner or whatever in the mess hall, and then they go and they play basketball or they clean in the kitchen or they cook, and then they just go back to their cell and they just sit in there all day and read or write or do whatever they want.
Lastly, what do you think needs to be done to make a change to the circumstances and to add to the U.S. public's knowledge of what goes on in the prison system?
I think that people need to be more aware and research that there's no cruel or unusual punishment, and you guys are violating that by treating all your prisoners cruel and unusually. So I think you guys should be more aware of what you're doing and realize that you're violating your own amendments.
What do you think should be done? What actions do you want people to take to improve the U.S. public's knowledge of what goes on in prisons and to improve prison circumstances for those that are incarcerated like you?
I understand that everyone in prison has done something bad and that they're in prison for a reason, but that doesn't mean that they need to be treated as harshly as we do get treated in here. People should just have a better knowledge of what really goes on in their prisons so that they can make a difference. People should just make it a point to their government and to their representatives that there's something going wrong and that you guys aren't keeping all your amendments.
Well, thank you for meeting with us.
Thanks.
Okay, we're done. Bella, who's your favorite prisoner?
Mike, the situation.
The situation! The
Tax
situation.
evasion.
Hey guys, so we're back.
Blah, 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 blah. Like if you let a murderer or a rapist you can go, you're just gonna rape.
Favorite prisoner is Khloe Kardashian. She was in prison for 6 hours, and then she was released.
Everybody just needs to be good and kind and look out for each other.
Bless you and bless America and bless the great classes of English here at Olympus.
Thank you. This is for Miss Rowe's class. Do you have anything to say to her?